Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video because we have this out at the range today. I first saw one of these models, I don't know, probably about a year ago at a trade show. And I said, man, I've got to get my hands on this. What this is a CZ 600 Alpha. This particular one is in 6.5 PRC, but they're making them in a bunch of different calibers, including 7.62 by 39, which is awesome because there's not enough people doing bolt actions in 7.62 by 39. But like I said, CZ 600 Alpha. For this video, we're going to get this 6.5 PRC sighted in and see what we think about it. First thoughts kind of thing. But all in all, I absolutely love it. It has a heavier barrel than what we typically see. Let me go ahead and pull up the specs right off their website. Y'all are going to ask me in the comments real quick. CZ 600 Alpha performs equally as well as on the range on the field, yada yada yada. Semi-heavy contour with guaranteed sub-MOA accuracy. That's one thing that you'd want to know. Locking magazine, 60-degree bolt throw, adjustable trigger, all good stuff. Very affordable price range. These days, this thing is in the close price range of a Ruger American, CVA Cascade, that type of thing. For all the features and the big heavy barrel, I think it's a really good value. That's really why I wanted to test it out. The 6.5 PRC has a 1 in 7 twist. Mag capacity is 3. What else do we need to know about? I already told you, semi-heavy contour barrel, cold hammer forged barrel. Comes threaded 5/8 by 24, which is awesome. We can put the shusher on it, which we got here today. And the 6.5 PRC has a 24-inch barrel. Awesome, awesome, awesome. On top, I've got a nice Blackhound Evolve with 25 zoomies. On the end, I put my Banish 30 on there from Silencer Central. What type of bullets did I grab today? We're going to sight it in with these 143 grain ELXs. Why did I pick these? Well, because I have the most of this. 6.5 PRC is still not that easy to find. So when I sight stuff in, I sight it in with what I got the most bullets for. I got the most of this. But hopefully it likes these 143 grainers. Stay tuned. I'm also going to do a bullet test for this thing and go pick up as much 6.5 PRC factory loadings that I can find and see what this baby likes the best. But let's get right to it. Let's get it sighted in, see what we think about it. Should be pretty cool. Like I said, I've been looking forward to this for a long time. All right, so you guys that watch the show have seen me sight stuff in before, but how I sight stuff in, laser bore sighter at 10 yards. I've got a paper plate right there at 10 yards. I put the laser on the end of the barrel, and at 10 yards, I want to aim at a spot and get the hit about roughly 2 inches lower. So I'll put it up on the screen right here. I'm aiming at the top dot. I want to hit near the bottom dot. We'll see at 10 yards where we're at. Then we'll go from there. But if you do that, pretty much any cartridge it'll work. Get you close enough on paper at 10 yards. Then you can back it up to 100 and you won't be all kinds of crazy off. So let's take our first squeeze here. I'm going to aim at the top dot and we'll adjust the scope from wherever the hit is. Good squeeze. I hit slightly low. I'm going to go ahead and click the scope up a little bit, but let's go back to 100. Almost perfect from where I wanted it. Initial squeeze on this thing. I really like this trigger. That is a fantastic trigger, especially for the price of this entire setup. I dig it. I think this is going to be a good one. We'll see how it likes the blue lights. All right, now back at 100 yards. Let's get this thing sighted in, and then do a group or two. I'm gonna go ahead and load the mag up so we know how it does feeding from the mag. Mag clicks up in there real solid. Let's see how she does here. Get it sighted in first. All right, those are just about touching. That's a really good sign. We're going to go ahead and come up from that, and we'll take another one. This ought to get us right in there. See where this one's at. All right, I'm gonna give it a couple more clicks up, then we'll go do a group. Gave it 2 clicks. Now let's try for a group here. So far it's loading from the mag just fine. Sometimes when you get a new one, they want to be rough, but this baby's feeding just fine. Wow. Hey, bullseye, guys. I'm impressed. Let's do 2 more. Pretty much touching. It's gonna be hard to beat this when we do the second video of the bow light testing. I think if I do my part, this thing's gonna be awesome. That's a 1/2-inch group all day. Yeah, that's fantastic. Let's go grab the calipers if I brought them, and we'll measure that group quick. All right, guys. So walking up to the target here, there was our first 2 right there. We're touching, which is a good sign. I cranked it up some, hit right there, did 2 clickies. Then I went up here and did a group. That is 3 hits, guys. We're gonna measure that with the calipers, but I promise you all day long, that's a 1/2-inch group with that stuff. Super impressed with this CZ600. All right, guys, so here's the official results. First group out of this baby, the 600 Alpha 6.5 PRC with the ELDX through the Banish 30. 0.402 inch group. Check that out. Just about doesn't get any better than that, guys. They have a sub MOA guarantee. Well, we're getting 0.4 inch groups right out of the gate with this CZ. Pretty impressed. All right, guys, so the proof is in the footage there. I really don't need to say a whole lot, but whole purpose of this video was to get our first thoughts of this CZ600 Alpha and to get that baby sighted in. You saw there on the tape, we got it sighted in real quick, and she did fantastic. 0.4 inch groups, I don't care who you are, that's fantastic out of anything, much less an affordable hunting rig like these Alphas. I like the stock. I like how the grip is almost a straight down, almost more like PRS style, or a lot of those stocks are coming out that way. This is more of a hunting style stock. I like how this is done. Has a little higher rise for your cheek rest. I like the rubberized, more grippy feel. The entire stock is more grippy. It's not a hard plastic. It's grippy, synthetic, whatever you want to call it. Has these little inserts there, which are kind of rubberized too over the whole thing. Heavier barrel than what you might expect. I'll give you a close-up of that. Heavier barrel than pretty much anything out there in this price range. Yeah. But the proof is there, guys. Our very first group, 0.4 inch group. Make sure you're subscribed to check out the factory bow light test I'm going to do with this thing. Find as many as we can and test them all out. And it's quiet. That's through my Banish 30. Definitely kept it safe and took some of the recoil out of it. 6.5 PRC suppressed is pretty awesome. If you missed my 6.5 PRC deer hunt video that I came out with last year, definitely go check it out with a 30 cal Banish suppressor on it. We took 2 does at the same time, my buddy and I. I dropped one suppressed 6.5 PRC, and then he dropped one. The second deer didn't even run away. So suppressed 6.5 PRC is awesome, but with 0.4 inch groups, we could go today and go take this thing out to a mile, no problem. That size groups. This not only would be an awesome hunting rig, it'd also be an awesome bench rest plinker and go have some fun stretching it out, which hopefully I'll get the chance to do that with this one right here pretty soon. But hey guys, appreciate y'all watching. Like I said, make sure you're subscribed to the WHOTEEWHO channel. Make sure you've gone to WHOTEEWHO.com and subscribed to the newsletter. That is the only place where they can't shush our mouths and we can do whatever we want over there on WHOTEEWHO.com. Make sure you're signed up from the newsletter. Also, there's cool stuff on the website, stuff like this True Timber, WHOTEEWHO hats and all that. But hey, appreciate y'all watching. I'm impressed with this CZ600 Alpha. Did a really good job for us. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you on the next one. WHOTEEWHO!